Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Gopika Jeevana Smaranam Govinda Govinda. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaaya Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkha Samaraha Tam Namami Harim Param. Gopika Jeevana Smaranam Govinda Govinda. By the grace of Bhagavan Krishna, we are blessed with the next session of Kunti Stuti. This is a very, very important and the first Stuti in Srimad Bhagavatam. When you talk about Kunti Stuti, the very important thing is that Kunti has been suffering a lot in her life, as per Mahabharata. When Bhagavan saved the child, that is Vishnu Radha, that child is later was famously called as Parikshit. She was so happy to pray to Krishna that all the good things are happening in her life in spite of all the problems because of Krishna's blessings. So it is actually a prayer which highlights the blessings of Krishna. So this stuti forms the fundamental block of Bhagavatam. The thought of gratefulness. We have to be grateful to Bhagavan for what has been given to us. So this stuti starts with, as I have been explaining in a very structured way. In the first shlokas, Kunti praise Krishna as the Parama Purusha. So we should have a concept that the Bhagavan to whom we are praying must be the Supreme God. So a human mind has come to a conclusion. Who is the Supreme God? Supreme God is the Absolute, the Bhagavan. Then she says, Namasye Purusham Twadhyam. So Adhyam Purusham. So he is the Adi Purusha, Shri Krishna Parameshwara. He is the Purushottama. So Namasye Purusham Twadhyam Ishwaram Prakrite Param Alathyam Sarva Bhutana Mantar Bhagiravaspitam. So the greatness of Bhagavan is that we cannot realize him through the normal mind. So for realizing Bhagavan, we need an extra mind or an extra eye. That Bhagavan says in Gita, Divyam Dadami Te Chakshuhu. I give you a very special eye through which you see me. So Alakshyam Sarva Bhutanam. When you have your normal perception, it is very difficult for you, unless and otherwise we are exposed to Guru Kripa, we will not be able to understand the grace of Bhagavan, the presence of Bhagavan. Bhagavan is not seen, Bhagavan is felt. Bhagavan has to be felt. So you have to emotionally connect to Bhagavan. So what is stopping you from connecting to Bhagavan is your own senses, which is actually called as Maya. So Bhagavan here says, Maya Javanika Channam Agnyado Kshajam Avyayam Nalakshase Muda Drisa Nato Natyadaro Yata. So he is telling Nalakshase Muda Drisa Nato Natyadaro Yata. Bhagavan is not seen by people because of their own demerits. In the sense that, we are limited by our own problems like Kama and Krodha. So, na lakshase muda drisa nato natyadaro yata tata paramahamsanam muninam amalatmanam. But however, great men were able to see Bhagavan with some efforts. That efforts are either could be yoga or yaga or tapas, whatever it could be. But an ordinary person cannot do this. So for an ordinary person to become closer to Bhagavan, to closer to Krishna, it is enough to chant his name. So Kunti says, Krishnaya Vasudevaye, Devaki Nandanaye Che, Nanda Gopa Kumaraye, Govindaye Namo Namaha, Namah Pangaja Nabaye, Namah Pangaja Maline, Namaste Pangajangraye, Namah Pangajanetraye, Namaste Pankajangraye. So, this prayer is a very good setting that, by just chanting Bhagavan's name, we will be able to invoke blessings in a complete way. Then, Kunti goes to the next session that whatever sufferings she has gone through her life, Bhagavan's grace has always been protecting her. Bhagavan has protected his own mother, Devaki. Yatadrishi Kesha Kalena Devaki, Kamsena Rugdati Chiram Shucharpita, Vimochitaham, Chasahatmaja Vibo, Vajaivanadena Muhur Vipat Ganat, Vishanmagagni Purushada Darsanat, Asat Sabaya Vanavasa Krichrataha, Mrudhe Murdene Gamaharatastrato, Raunyastratascha Hare Virakshitaga. Whenever any problem arrived, Bhagavan was always there already to protect them from problem. This is a very good feeling. So, the Kunti is pushing us to think whether you are thinking about the problem in your life or about Krishna's grace. Whenever you have problem, if your mind thinks about problem, the problem compounds. When you are thinking about the solution yourself, then you are responsible for the outcome of the solution. So the idea is that you do your best, but surrender to Krishna. Understand that the entire world is under the control of Krishna. So immediately say Krishnaye Vasudevaye Devaki Nandanaye Che, Nandagopa Kumaraye Govindaye Namo Namaha. When you start surrendering yourself by just chanting his name, then you get this thinking. You get to think about Krishna. That is the biggest blessing that you can count upon. So he says that, whenever any problem in my life arrived, throughout Mahabharata we have been suffering. Panchapandavas have been suffering from fire, from poisoning. We have been cheated in the gambling, and we have been forced to drive the forest, and we have to hide ourselves in the forest. So all the times whenever we faced a problem or in the battlefield, when all the great warriors like Bhishma and Drona were attacking my son Arjuna, and Duryodhana and Dushadana were targeting Bhima, it was only Krishna's grace protected us. So this is how we must run our life like that. We have a life, we have problems. It is up to us to think whether we are counting on the problem or we are counting on Krishna's grace. So if you look for Krishna's grace, which is available there. So that is what we say. We are all Draunyastradas-chasma Arevi Rakshitaga. We are all a family which is who are protected by Krishna's grace. Vipadas Santuna Shashvati Tatra Tatra Jagadguru Bhavato Darisanam Yatsyat Apunarubhava Darisanam. So Kunti says that okay, then if it is the case that I have your thoughts and I chant your name, let any problem come, I don't mind. Vivadas Santuna Shashvati Tatra Tatra Jagadguru Bhavato Darisanam Yatsyat Apunarubhava Darisanam Janmaishwarya Shruta Srivi Yedamanamada Pumani Naivargatya Vidatum Vai Twam Akinchana Gocharam. Then Kunti goes about telling who is eligible for Bhagavan's grace. Last week we discussed about this. Everyone is eligible to Bhagavan's grace. right from a small worm in water to Brahma, the biggest creature. So everybody is a Jivatma as per Krishna, and they are bound to get Krishna's grace, provided we should have the feeling that we should look for His grace, and we should be convinced that that Krishna's grace is available for me, and we should look forward. Suppose if some in a place where food is served in a marriage hall, some 3-4 people are already in the queue to get into the canteen, and then 5-6 people are playing cards. So who will get in? The person who is really hungry will go in. Nobody will call those people who are already playing. Like that, if the Krishna's grace is available for anybody who is willing to take it, who is wanting it. So Kunti says that what is limiting you from getting to Krishna? She is listing that Janmaishwarya Shrudasrivihi, the feeling that I am born in a very great family, noble family, royal family, Aishwarya, then my money power, Shruti, the education, whatever the Vedic education or what, Yedamana Madhav Kumar. Out of this, we are proud. So many pride we have generated. So we become proud. So that pride blinds you. That is what it says. Janmaishwarya Shruta Srivihi Yedamana Madhav Kumani Naivargatya Vidatum Vai Twam Akinchana Gocharam. So Bhagavan goes behind Akinchanas. Akinchanas are people who treat Krishna as their wealth. So Twam Akinchana Gocharam. Namo Akinchana Vittaye Nivritta Gunavrittaye Atma Ramaya Shantaye Kaivalya Padaye Namaha. Then she says, if you are going and you listen to Krishna Leelas, and you sing on Krishna, and you are available with Bhagavatas, you are in satsang, then what happens is, then you also become like Krishna. You have become a Paramahamsa. Atma Ramaya Shantaye Kaivalya Padaye Namaha. Krishna is the one who is the real Atma. He is a Yogishwara. Shantaye. So he is always at peace. Kaivalya Padaye Namaha. He gives you a place where you go and you don't come back. He gives his holy feet to you. Kaivalya Padaye Namaha. Then Kunti says, Manye Twam Kala Vishanam Anadinidanam Vibhum Samam Charantam Sarvatra Bhutanam Yadvitakhalihi. Manye Twam Kala Vishanam Anadinidanam Vibhum. The stuti is, the prayer is structured very nicely. You can easily understand Krishna as Paramapurusha, and we are all Jivatmas. The Jivatma is not able to attain Paramatma because we have the 3 gunas. When Jivatma is linked with these 3 gunas, then Paramatma stays away. These 3 gunas is Maya. Maya Javanika Channam. So this Jivatma is stopped by the 3 gunas. That is what it has been explained. So for the Jivatma to come and touch Paramatma's holy feet, then the Maya stays away. That is what is called Bhakti. So for you to think about Krishna, then you simply chant his name, Krishnaya Vasudevaya. And he is available for those who is chanting his name. If you are in trouble, you chant his name. So Krishna says that that if you think of me, I think of you. But Krishna this finger cannot come here. This finger can only go here. So it is because that the Jivatma has to go to surrender to Paramatma, which is called Bhakti or Prapatti, whatever it is. So Bhagavan is available to give us always, to shower his grace on us. But for those people who are not willing to change, Bhagavan is Manye Tvam Kala Nishanam. He gives you births, but he always keeps the time cycle going. So he is Kalam, he is Kala Purusha. So everybody has a limited life cycle. Starting from a small worm to Brahma, everybody has a life cycle. So she says, Manye Tvam Kala Nishanam Anadividanam Vibhum Samam Charantam Sarvatre Bhutanam Yenvitat Kalihi. Manye Tvam Kala Nishanam. I am thinking that you are the Kala Purusha. So when you give them the chance, and if they are not, for anything which comes into existence in this world, at the end of the day, it perishes. So the life is between that the birth and the death. So whoever has to born has to die one day. So what we do in this cycle is very, very important. This gap is very important. So you are the person who has advented on this earth just to reduce the bhara. So Manye Tvam Kala Nishanam Anadi Nidhanam Vibhu. You are the Kala Purusha, and the moment you start rotating the cycle of time, then everything comes under. The most prevailing thing in the world is the time. You cannot go back in your time. You cannot stop time. You cannot advance time. The time is same for everybody, anywhere. So that is why Bhagavan is called Satyam. Bhagavan is called the Kala Purusha. So the beautiful thing is Bhagavan himself cannot change time. Everybody is subjected to time. Bhagavan sets time in such a way that everything is under time. So Bhagavan is Kala Purusha. So we have to surrender to Bhagavan. Manye Tvam Kala Vishanam Anadi Nidanam Vibhum. The time itself starts from Bhagavan. So there is a stage when Bhagavan was there, only Bhagavan was there, and there was no time. When there was no time, you have to understand that there was no creation. There was no creation. And it was the Brahman. And when time was not there, then these three gunas were in equal proportion. They were in perfect balance. When the three gunas were in perfect balance, there is nothing. There is nothing. Then it is, everything is within the Paramatma. That is called, when the Paramatma is not doing anything, it is called Brahman. When the Brahman decides to take the form of Kala Purusha, then the Brahman becomes Iswara. Iswara starts rotating the cycle of time. Then the three gunas starts churning. Then there is the imbalance. Sattva gunam, rajo gunam, tamo gunam. The imbalance comes. And then when the imbalance comes, then what is called the karma. And then the swabhava. So all these things come. What is swabhava? Is that, you see a tree, you see an animal, you see a bird, and everybody has a different nature. That is called swabhava. Everything is coming out of the time. When the time was, there was no time. There was a stage that there was no time. You have to imagine a stage where there was no time. So when there was no time, no activity, and then no kriya, and then kalam, karmam, swabhavam. These three things come out of Ishvara, which is the basis for this, the entire creation, which we must understand. So Kunti says, Manye Tvam Kalam Ishanam Anadi Nidhanam Vibhum. Anadi Nidhanam Vibhum. He is the base for everything. Everything goes to him. And everything emanates, Kalam, Karmam, Subhavam, everything. Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti, everything comes out of Bhagavan. And Ishvara, Anadi Nidhanam Vibhum. So he is the starting and everything goes to him only, Nidhanam. Vibhum. And he is omnipresent. This is the Bhagavad Tattva she is telling. Samam Charantam Sarvatre Bhutanam Yenvitat Kalihi. So very, very important point Kunti is touching. Kunti has suffered a lot in her life. And she is also telling Vipataha Sattuna Shashvati. Let all the problems, the accidents, the obstacles come to my life. She is telling like that. But if you take an ordinary man, whenever he succeeds in his life, he always says that, that I have succeeded in my life because of my own efforts. When he fails, he says that somebody has spoiled my party or Bhagavan has spoiled it. So Bhagavan is not merciful. Bhagavan is troubling me. But when he wins, he never says that it is because of Bhagavan's grace I have won. He says, I worked hard. This is the beauty. So, every Jivatma, every person, every Jivatma, be it an animal or a bird or anything, it receives, it is a recipient of its own karma. It is existing because of its own karma. So, but the Krishna is present in every creature, right from a worm to Brahma, be it a tree, he is presenting himself in a very, 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 very equal. That is why the word samam is used. Samam means we have to understand a very, very important thing. The amount of Chaitanya available in a small ant is same as what is available in a man. It is same as available in an elephant and available in Brahma. The Chaitanya of the presence of Bhagavan is the same. But why is Brahma? Why this is an ant? Why it is an elephant? Why he is a speaker? Why he is a great person? Why he is poor? It is because of his karma. His karma makes him to see the world like that. Makes him to see the world like that. And then whichever way he perceives the world is because of his past actions, impressions of his past karma. Bhagavan has nothing to do with your karma because it is up to you to understand that, how many births we had and whatever impressions we have collected. But in this person, in this birth, if you happen to get to know about Krishna and his nature, you can change your perception. You can change your life. Samam charantam sarvatre bhutanam yendita kalihi. It's a very, 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 very important point. This is the fundamental of all Vedanta. Never blame God. In fact, never blame others for anything. You are the maker or a destroyer of your own destiny. So this is a very, very important point that we have to understand. So, manye tvam kalam ishanam anadi nidanam vibhum samam charantam sarvatre bhutanam yadmitat kalihi. Samam charantam sarvatre. Bhagavan is present in all the creatures in the same way. In the same way, Bhagavan has no preferences. Bhagavan does not feel that he is better. Because if you take in the human also, there are people who are rich, there are people who are poor, there are people who are educated, there are people who are not educated, there are people who are sick, there are people who are healthy, there are people who are born in a higher caste, there are people who are born in a different caste. But Bhagavan does not distinguish. Bhagavan has no distinction by all these things, by place, by wealth, by your education, by your birth. Bhagavan does not differentiate. Or what type of creature are you? Bhagavan does not differentiate. Bhagavan continues to be in our body. And because Bhagavan is present, we are in this situation. So here Kunti says, Samam charantam sarvatra. Bhutanam envita kalihi. Naveda kaschit Bhagavan chikirshitam. Navegamanasya nrinam vidambanam. Nayasya kaschit daitosti garvichite. Dveshyasya yasmin vishamamatir nrinam. Here she is continuing the same thing. Naveda kaschit Bhagavan chikirshitam. Nobody knows as why Krishna does this thing. Nobody knows that, why I am getting a good thing or a bad thing. At all, the best I can understand is that, I am getting this is because of my karma. but nobody has any other better visibility into it. So, Naveda Kaschid Bhagavan Chikirshitam, Navega Manasya Nrinam Vidamba. Bhagavan is taking lot of avatars, but nobody has the ability to understand why he is doing this. Nayasya Kaschid Daitosti Karigichid Dveshyasya Yasmin Vishamamatir Pranam. So, Bhagavan has no preference for anybody that I like him or I don't like. Why Bhagavan is present, samam charantam sarvatra. But the Kali, the difference is in the mind of the people who are looking at Bhagavan. So, under this situation, Naveda Kaschiti Bhagavan Chikirshita. Nobody has really understood why Bhagavan is doing these things. But only we know that he is doing this for a very good thing. Naveda Kaschiti Bhagavan Chikirshitam Navega Mahanasya Nrinam Vidambanam Nayasya Kaschiti Daitosti Karikichite Dveshyasya Yasmin Vishama Patir Nrinam. So, Naveda Kaschiti Bhagavan Chikirshitam Bhagavan Chikirshitam Tavega Mahanasya Nrinam Vidamba. So, Kuti says that it is you are acting. You are acting like Krishna, you are acting like Lama. Means that the Parama Purusha who has no karma, he has come down and assumed the rupa of a shepherd boy, a cowherd, and then he came as a king. So, or he even came as a fish or a varaha. What is it? It is atyanta vidamana. It is pure drama. So your drama nobody can understand. But whether you take any form, even in Krishna Avatara, people think that you hated Duryodhana and then you loved Krishna, you loved Arjuna. But actually speaking, you gave equal opportunity to Krishna and Arjuna in every time. For example, people think that you hate Arjuna, Duryodhana. It is actually not. Why we have to understand is that the gentleman Duryodhana came. Duryodhana came to Dwaraka, to Bhagavan Krishna. Duryodhana came to Dwaraka to take the help of Krishna before the Kurukshetra war. At the time, what has happened is, it's very clear that Duryodhana wanted the military power of Krishna. For that he came. Krishna invited Duryodhana and Arjuna also came at the same time. So Krishna was very glad enough to offer two things. The choice was given to Arjuna. One is, on one side, the complete military of Yadavas. The Narayani Sena was there. And the other side, Sri Krishna himself, who would not take any weapon in this war. Because he is neutral. Kauravas also known to him. Pandavas also related to him. So he does not want to fight. Balrama does not want to take part. He has left. He has gone for Tirtha Yatra. This is the story. So Krishna also played a neutral role. But Krishna offered himself. Duryodhana, you want me or my military? You let me know. But the choice was given to Arjuna because Arjuna came. It was supposed that, even though Duryodhana came first, Arjuna was the younger. Arjuna was the younger one. So in any family, the first choice is given to the younger one. So he was given. But Duryodhana prayed that, Arjuna should pick up only the Krishna. He should not pick up military because Duryodhana preferred Krishna's military rather than Krishna. So this is the beauty of life. Which one do you choose? This is a very important thing. So Nayasya Kaschit Daitosti Karigichit. So you don't love. It is not that Krishna played the cards like that. He gave the option. And it was Arjuna who chose Krishna. And in fact, Duryodhana was very happy that Arjuna did that. He thought Arjuna made a foolish decision. But ultimately, it turned out to be a very good decision. Because why? the beauty here is we have to understand. Arjuna loved only Krishna. Arjuna never thought of Krishna's powers or Krishna's Dwaraka or his military or even his magical powers. Arjuna was very, very simply loving Krishna that, Krishna, you be with me. Your mere presence with me makes hell of a lot of difference. But this gentleman, Duryodhana, never believed in Krishna's love and affection. He always believed that, powers and contacts and well-placed people would only help in his life. So this is the two different attitudes. So after that, if you see hindsight, it looks, Krishna was hating Duryodhana and Krishna was loving Arjuna more. It is Krishna was equal, but it is because of the love that Krishna showed to Krishna, Arjuna showed on Krishna, Krishna reflected it. The attitude of Duryodhana reflected back to him. It is very simple. Krishna is like a mirror. Whatever Duryodhana or Arjuna gave to Krishna, it came back. Pratimukasya yatamukasya. Bhagavatam says in another place, so nayasya kaschid daitosmi karigijit dveshyasya yasmin vishama matirunam. Hey Krishna, but the beauty is, Krishna is called Bhakta Vatsala. Krishna loves his bhaktas. We have to understand, Krishna maintains a neutrality. Krishna is available in each and every form, every creature in this world. But the beauty is the devotees, the bhaktas really showed showering their love on Krishna. So Krishna has to reflect it back. Krishna has to reflect it back. So we cannot say that, if your father is there and he has two sons, one son is keeping a distance with the father. He thinks the father has to protect him, father has to give him money, father has to provide his education. The moment everything is over, he walks out. But he loves his father, but with a distance. There is another son who is not willing to compromise or anything. He goes to his father, he affectionately loves him. He showers his love on his father. He always be very happy to go out with his father. He learns from his father on the job, on real life. So when you see from outside, the father wants to give his knowledge, everything to both sons. But one son does not come to him. One son does not feel that, father is worthy enough to approach for some reason. Or whatever father knows, I also know. He thinks, I can manage. So father leaves him. Another child is always attached to father. He comes running to father. So father goes to him. So a third person who is observing, he tells us, you are more attached to the other son. Which is actually not. The father is attached to both sons because both are his own sons. Like that, any creature in this world, the Pita is Krishna. But the beauty is the person who is loving Krishna, Krishna reflects his love. The person who is not really showing his love and affection on Krishna, we feel that, Krishna is not loving them. It is not Krishna's mistake. It is only our own attitude. I won't say that it is a mistake. It is an attitude which makes the difference. So, Janma Karma cha Vishwatman Ajasya Akarturatmana Triyam Drishishu Yadasu Tadatyanta Vidambanam Janma Karma cha Vishwatman Ajasya Akarturatmana Triyam Drishishu Yadasu Tadatyanta Vidambanam. So, Bhagavan, out of his love and affection, he takes the avatar of a Matsya. He came as a Matsya Murti. He came as a Varaga Murti. He came as a tortoise, a very big tortoise, Kachapa. And then he became a Nrasimha. And then he was a Vamana. So many births he has taken, but actually he is not having birth. You have to understand the difference between the Jivatma and the Paramatma. Paramatma has no karma. So Paramatma comes down because of grace. So that is what is called avatar. When a Jivatma comes into this world, both of them, it looks that they are coming through the realms of Maya. But actually, Bhagavan is the boss of the Maya. Maya is under his control. But Jivatma fall into Maya. Jivatma falls into Maya and then he is under the clutch of Maya, three gunas. So this is a distinct difference. One is the controller of Maya, the other is the succumber of Maya. So this is between Jivatma and Paramatma. So when somebody is above Maya and is a controller of Maya and is a supreme, but still it takes birth because of love and compassion to this world. So he is taking all types of avatars. Tiryang, Nrishishu, Yadasu. Yadasu means what is a water body. And then he has come as animal, Nrasimha or Varahamurti, Nr, Rishishu. He came as Vamana, he came as Parasurama, Nr, human form as Sri Rama, Krishna, Tada, Atyanta Vidana. All these are the number one drama you are making. Because actually you don't have any births. And you don't have birth because you don't have karma. But still you come down because of the simple reason that you come through as if you are coming through Maya, but you are above Maya. So the person who knows the Paramapurusha who is above Maya, the controller of Maya, coming through Maya like anybody just to save us, then he gets liberated from the Maya. That is the Janma Karma Chame Divyam Evam Yo Vetti Tattvataha Tektva Degam Punarjanma Naiti Mameti Sorjuna. In Bhagavad Gita it is written. So here Janma Karma Cha Vishwatman Ajasya Karpuratmanaha Tiryang Rishishi Yadasu Tadatyanta Vidampanam. So then suddenly put this mind is thinking, I am addressing as if, he is a supreme God. But why I have to address him as Bhagavan and other things? He is actually my brother's son. I have been seeing Krishna from day one when he was born. As a small child, when I was in Gokulam, when Yashoda was trying to tie Krishna in a pita, we call it as oral. When Krishna was about to be tied, Krishna was giving a lot of acting, leelas to that she is telling here. Krishna is standing, she knows that Krishna is a Paramapurusha, but Kunti is recollecting the Bala leelas of Krishna, which is actually Bhagavatam is talking about. Gopya dade tvayi kritagasi dhamadavate yate dasasru kalilanjana sambramaksham vaktram niniya bhayabavanaya stitasye samam vimogayati bhirapi yadvibeti. Gopya dade tvayi kritagasi dhamadavate yate dasasru kalilanjana sambramaksham. Your mother caught you. You were stealing butter, mother caught you. And then Gopya dade tvayi kritagasi dhamadava. Then she was decided to wind you with the rope. And then you started acting as if you are afraid. The only thing which Krishna did not know was how to be fearful, how to be afraid. So Gopya dade tvayi kritagasi dhamadavate yate dasasru kalilanjana sambramaksham. Then Krishna kept his face as a child which is afraid. And then Krishna was the kalilanjana sambramaksham. The kajal which Yashoda has decorated in his eyes. He was acting in such a way, it is not a real crying. It is actually, he is not weeping. He is simply acting. So all the kajal was running down along with his tears. That is what he says. Yate dasashru kalilanjana sambramaksham vaktram niniye. How can we explain this? Then he was keeping his face like this, as if he was so afraid. Patram niniye bhayabhavanaya stitasya. So he put his face down, and as if he is afraid. He was telling, no mother, don't tie me. Like that, he was acting, and he was doing like this, so that the water was falling from his ears. The tears rolled down. This is a beautiful thing. Gopya date tvayi gritagasi damadavati yate dasashruta nilanjana sampramaksham. So whatever the kajal he was Yashoda has put on his eyes, it came down along the tears. Yate dasashru kalilanjana sambramaksham. So he was having sambrama. He was acting as if he is afraid so much of his mother. The mother would tie him. He's a Paramapurusha, but still tad atyanta vidambana. So he was acting. Bhaktram niniya bhayabhavana yastitasya. So she said, Samam vimohayati virapi yadbhibeti. Actually, Krishna, people used to explain here, Krishna wanted to be afraid. He wanted to show that he was a person who is afraid. As a child, he wanted to show the fear in his face. But he was not knowing how to be afraid. So he called the Devata of fear, which is the Bhaya Devata. When Krishna commanded, the Bhaya Devata came and stood in front of him. Actually, the Devata for fear, which is the Bhaya Devata, was afraid of Krishna because he's a Paramapurusha. Then Krishna saw, okay, now this is how to be afraid. Okay, you can go. He sent that Bhaya Devata back, and then he copied it. He acted in the same way. So she says, Samam vimohayati dhirapi yadviveti. Being a Paramapurusha, you acted your mother when you were so young. Now you are doing all the great things. You are managing the Kurukshetra war. You stood there. You lifted the Govardhanagiri for 7 days. All the things. But as a child, you are capable of so many things being a Paramapurusha. But to your mother, you are acting. That act, actually, it is still in my mind. I am really, every day I am thinking, Sa Mam Vimohayati. It is so enchanting, even at this age. I think of your face when you are doing the drama to your mother. Sa Mam Vimohayati Dhirapi Yadviveti. Even the fear was afraid of you that day, I know. But you were showing to your mother that you are afraid. So she was counting upon the Krishna Leela. Then she says, Kechit Agurajam Jatam Punya Shlokasya Kirtaye Yadoho Priyasyan Bhavaye Malayasyeva Chandanam. Then he was telling me that very clear one thing she was telling. Krishna, you have taken this birth. Some people say, Kechit Ahugu Ajam Jatam. You don't have any birth. Ajam means the person who never takes birth. The person who does not take any birth has come down on this earth. Kechit Ahugu Ajam Jatam. The person who is not having any birth, the Paramapurusha, has taken a birth. Some people say about your avatar. Punyashlokasya kirtaye yadoho priyasyan bhavaye malayasyeva chandanam. Some people say that you have taken avatar just to add the glory of the Yadu Vamsa. That is why you have taken this avatar. Yadoho priyasyan bhavaye malayasyeva chandanam. It is like a very famous Parvata called Malaya Parvata. In that Parvata, there is sandalwood trees are there. Already the Malaya Parvata is very famous, but because of this Chandanam, because of this sandal tree, it becomes so famous. Like that, the Yadu Vamsam has become great because of your avatar. Kechit Ahuhu ajam jatam. You are an ajaha, the person who is not having any birth. Jatam, the person without birth. पुण्यश्लोकस्य कीर्तये यतोः प्रियस्याङ्गवाये मलयस्येव चन्दनम् अपरे वसुदेवस्य देवक्यां याचितोऽभ्यगात् अपरे वसुदेवस्य. There are some people who are telling apare vasudevasya devakyam yachito abhyagat. Devaki and Vasudeva, they were a couple, divine couple. They have been praying that Bhagavan has to be their son for 3 births. In the first birth, they were Kashyapa and Aditi. And then they were blessed with Vamana as their son. And then in one of the avatar, they were Sutapa and Prishni. And Bhagavan took avatar as Prishni Garbha. And then the third is Vasudeva and Devaki. In this avatar, Bhagavan has taken birth as Vasudeva. So, apare Vasudevasya. Apare means there are some other people. Vasudevasya. Vasudeva and Devaki prayed to you for 3 births that you have to be their son. We should have the blessing that we should have the best fortune of having you as our child. Apare Vasudevasya Devakyam Yachitobhyagat. Devakyam Yachitobhyagat. Apare Vasudevasya. So, because of Devaki and Vasudeva's prayer, you are born. There are some people saying like that. There are some people who say that a person, you are the supreme Godhead who is not supposed to be born. You have no birth because you have no karma. Ajasya akarturatmana. What? You have taken a birth. Some people say you have taken birth because to glorify the Yaduvamsa. Some people say because Devaki and Vasudeva prayed to you, you are born. Ajastomasya kshemaye vadhaye cha surat visham. Some people say that you are an ajaha, the person who is not having birth, but you have taken this avatar to ensure that those people who are doing wrong things in this earth are killed. And then there is a balance, there is dharma in this world. Kshemaye cha vadhaye cha. Bharavataranayanyi bhuvonava ivo dhadau. This beauty is that this earth is like a boat. When there is imbalance, when you have people who are doing atrocities and then who is not following the dharmic life, then there is an imbalance. Bharavataranayanyi bhuvonava ivo dhadau. Nave means boat. Bhuvaha means this earth, Mother Earth. Mother Earth is like a boat. Iva udadhau. In an ocean, if a boat becomes imbalanced, then it is likely to, it becomes topsy-turvy. Then people will fall down in water. And then or the boat will get immersed in water. So this is a danger. So Bharavataranayanyi. So to reduce the Bhara, so unwanted weight has to be jettisoned into water. So Bharavataranayanyi bhuvo navaivo dadau sidantya bhuri bharene jato shatmabuvartitaha. So what I think is that just to make that balance, you have taken avatar. That is what some people say. Sidantya bhuri bharene. Because this earth Mother Earth was suffering and she prayed to Brahma. Sidantya bhuri bharene. Because of the overweight. What is overweight for this Mother Earth? We are having huge buildings. We are even having huge bulldozers. We are building tunnels. We are digging tunnels. Everything we are doing. It is not the earth becomes overweight. If somebody is born in this earth and he is eating because of Krishna's grace and Krishna has given his life, and then That person having enjoyed everything given by Krishna, ultimately he becomes a Krishna Drohi. Then he is questioning the existence of God. Then he is the person who is Bhara. He is a burden for this Mother Earth. Because Mother Earth feels those people who has no bhakti, who has no devotion to Bhagavan as burden. So, Sidantya Bhuri Barena, she was suffering with such people, Duryodhana, Kamsa, so many people, Jarasandha. The earth was filled with such people. So, Jato hi Atma Bhuvartita. So, she went and prayed to Atma Bhu. Atma Bhu means the one who came out of Narayana is Brahma. Artitaha. She went and cried. And Bhagavan, Brahma prayed to Bhagavan. Because of the answer the prayers of Brahma, you have taken this birth. Sidantya Bhuri Barena Jato Hyatma Bhuvartitaha Bhavesminne Klishyamananam Avidya Kama Karma Bihi. Some people say there are a lot of people who are in this world who think their body is permanent. And somehow we have to make our body happy and protect it. Avidya Kama Karma Bihi Klishyamananam. They are suffering because of their holding on their body. They think the body is permanent. So they think body is everything. So this is avidya. Thinking an impermanent thing as a permanent thing is called avidya. So bhavesmin, asmin bhave, in this samsara, in this life and birth cycle, life and death cycle, what is between the birth and the death? Bhavesmin, klishyamana. People are suffering because of their own making. They trust their body, they protect their body. Any problem to their body, they have problem. Any problem in their family, they are suffering because they don't have control. They can only give birth to a son. They cannot ensure the health of their son. But they suffer. If the son is not having proper education, their son, they can only expose their son to a good education. But it is up to him to learn. People don't understand. So this is Bhaveshminne Krishyamana. People suffer from this samsara for so many things because emanating out of this body. Bhaveshminne Krishyamana Avidya Kama Garbhabihi. It is because of avidya and then Kama Garbhabihi. They do everything because I like it. I like it. I never think whether it is right or wrong, whether it is dharma or dharma. I like it, I do it. So when I take a coin which is having a like on one side, there is always on the other side dislike. When I touch something papa, there is always something punya. Or when I touching something as punya, there is papa. This is Aveshpinne Klishyamananam Avidya Kama Karma. People say that you have taken avatar to save these people. So many versions people say. People say Kechit Ahubu Ajam Jatam. The one is not having birth has taken births. Yadoho Punyashlokasya Yadoho Priyasyanvavaye Malayasyeva Chantaram. To glorify Yaduvamsa you are born. Apare Vasudevasya Devakyam Yachito Abhyagatu. Out of prayers of Devaki Vasudeva you are born, some people say. Ajastomasya Kshemaya Vadayach Suradvisham. The people who are doing evil things in this world, to kill them you are born, some people say. Bharavataranayanne bhuvo nava ivo dadau sidantya bhuri barene jato hyatma bhuvartitaha. You are born to reduce the burden on this mother earth. Out of the prayers of Brahma, some people say, Bhaveshmin Klishyamananam Avidya Kama Karmabihi. Some people say that you come as a guru for teaching us, to give us jnana. The last thing she is telling, Shravana Smaranargani, Karishyan Itigechane. You leave everything else. The purpose of Krishna Avatara is Shravana Smaranargani. If Krishna Avatar is not there, we don't have Putana Moksham Leela. We don't have Krishna Avatara Leela. We don't have Govardhan Leela. We don't have Damodara Leela. We don't have Bhagavad Gita. So, the very purpose of your advent into this Mother Earth is to give us Smaranas, Shravana Smarana Ragani. For us to hear your Leelas, your stories, and then keep on thinking about it. So, to make our life filled with Krishna Leelas, the thoughts, Krishna consciousness, Shravana Smaranarghani Karishan iti kechane. Some people are saying like that. You have taken avatar to give us the Bhagavatam. Krishna, what I feel is Shrinvanti Gayanti Grinanti Abhikshnasaha Smaranti Nandanti Tavehitam Janaga Ayeva Pasyanti Achirena Tavakam Bhava Prabhago Paramam Padam Pujam. Who is able to reach you in the easiest way? Who is able to reach you in the easiest way? Because everybody is in this Bhava Sagar, this samsara. We do so many things. Some people do yoga, Ashtanga yoga, Yamaniyama Asana Pranayama. Some people do Atma Vichara. Some people read lot of scriptures. Some people do puja. Some people do dana, dharma, so many generous things. Some people recite Vedas, so many things. Some people go to temples. People go to Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati and take holy dips. So many things people are doing just to ensure that they want to see the holy feet of Krishna. Here Kunti gives a very, 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 very easy way to reach the Krishna's holy feet in this birth itself without any trouble. How to do? Shrinvanti, they are listening. Gayanti, they are singing. Grinanti, they are telling, they are narrating. Abhikshnasaha, without gap. Without gap. They always either talk about Krishna or think about Krishna or sing about Krishna or listen about Krishna, hear about Krishna, or they keep on repeating what they have heard or what they have sung, Smaranti, Nandanti, and they are happy because of that. Their happiness comes out of Krishna Leelas, not out of anything else. Shrinvanti, Gayanti, Grinanti, Abhikshasana is very important. You do something today morning at 6 o'clock and then you forget and you go into this world and you do everything to protect your body and have your physical pleasures and you earn money or fame or anything out of any way that is possible. And then again tomorrow morning 6 o'clock you come and start thinking about Krishna. No, that is not. Abhikshnasaha. Whatever you do, wherever you do, whichever way you are doing, whether it is in office or in school or in college or in house or outward with your friends, the smarana is to be there. So accordingly, your life has to be structured. Who can help you to listen about Krishna? Who can help you to sing about Krishna? Who can help you to talk about Krishna? Or who can listen from you? You can listen from somebody or you can make some people listen. Smaranti, who will give you the smarana, the thinking of Krishna? And in which company you will be very happy about, doing these things on Krishna. Smaranti Nandanti Tavegitam Janaha. Those people who are doing it consistently without gap, they reach Krishna's holy feet. Ayeva Pasya. They only see. Achirena Tava. Achirena means very quickly. Tavakam. Bhava Pravago Paramam Padambujam. So your Padambujam, your holy feet, people quickly attain. So Krishna, what I think is that you have taken avatar, and that avatar is for many purpose. But for me, that purpose, the very purpose of that avatar is Shravana Smarana Rani Karishaniti Kechana. To give us your holy stories, the divine Leelas. That is why you have taken birth. Shrinvanti, Gayanti, Grinanti, Abhikshnasaha, Smaranti Nandanti, Tavehitam Janaha, Tayeva pasyanti ajirena tavakam pavapravaho paramam padam bhujam. Paramam padam bhujam. Then Kunti shifts gears and Kunti is praying as Krishna was going from Hastinapur to Dwaraka. So he was stopped because Uttara came and fell at his holy feet and he saved Uttara and his son in the womb. So now Krishna has to decide whether to continue the journey or come back. So he is telling Apyadyanastvam Swakrute Hita Prabho Jigasasi Svite Sugurdonu Jivinaha Yesham Nachanyat Bhavata Padam Mujati Parayanam Rajasu Yojitam Hasam. Krishna, you want to go to Dwaraka. We are all people, we don't know anything other than we always think about it. We have nobody else to save us. If you leave and go, then the other people would fight with us and we will have trouble. So why you are leaving us and going? Please be here only. Please be here. Apyadyanastvam swakrute hita prabho. You are a person who always think about the good for others. You are a person who always thinks, how to protect people, how to protect our beloved one. When such a person leaves, then we will be exposed to the people who are cruel to others. There are so many kings in the world who are waiting for an opportunity to attack us. Apyadyanastvam swakrute hita prabho jigasasi. Are you going to leave us? Jigasasi svit sugurto anujivanaha. We are your sugurt. We are very, very close friends. Anujivanaha. Then our life is planned according to your footsteps. We plan our life the way you are telling. Anujivanaha. Our life goes along with you. So if you leave us, then what we will do? Without seeing you, what we can do? You can always say, you can live in my smaranai, in my thinking. But we are always used to seeing you. We are always used to taking commands from you. We are always used to be with us. So if you have been with us for so long, you conducted the Mahabharata Yuddha, you arranged so many yajnas for Yudhishthira. You have arranged so many yajnas for Yudhishthira. Now if you leave us, what will happen? We are exposed to very many kings who are available to grab us. So please don't leave us. Yesham nachanyat bhavata padam pujat parayanam rajasi yojitam hasam. We have no other parayanam. We have no asylum other than your padam pujat. Without your holy feet, what is there to protect us? So we don't know anything else. For anything, we come to your holy feet only. When we are such a people, if you leave us and go, where we will go? Kunti is crying. Then Kunti is showing the 5 Pandavas and telling Krishna, whom do you think that they are? Is Yudhishthira, is Bhimasena, is Indra, is Nakula and Sakadeva. All these 5 are, if you are not here, they are just names. They are just bodies. They can't do anything else. You are the person who is behind their every activity. They are just only Nama and Rupa. They are only just a name and form. It is like, when the prana leaves the body, then we have eyes, we have ears, we have tongue, we have skin. Everything is pancha indriyas are there. But without prana, nothing works. Like that, if you leave all these five boys, they are like dead bodies. They are only nama rupam. They are only a form and a name. Nothing else beyond that. You are the driving force. Ke vayam namarupabhyam yadvissaga pandavaha bhavato darshanam yarhi shrikanam iveshituhu. So when you have this, if you live, they are like the human body having every sense but without prana. Prana is the thing which makes the senses work. Like that, you are the Mukhya Prana. So why do you leave us and go? And moreover, if you leave this country, if you leave this place, Indraprastha, what will happen? The Indraprastha itself becomes dark. Neyam sobhishyate tatre yatedani gadadhare tvatpadair angita bhat swalakshana vilakshitaihi. See, in this world, because you have put your holy feet on this earth. Tvatpadair angita bhati swalakshana vilakshitaihi. This place, this Indraprastha was like a forest. It is almost like a desert. And now it has become so fertile. How it is possible? Because the Mother Earth has become very beautiful because of your touch, your holy feet. You walked on this. So I could see the Mahapurusha Lakshanas, Chinhas on the earth from your holy feet imprinted on soil. That is because the Mother has become Mother Earth has become so beautiful. Ne na iyam sobhishyate tatra. If you leave, then the whole Mother Earth will become like, Sunya. She loses her beauty. Na sobhishyate. Nunam neyam sobhishyate tatra yathedani gadadara. She is addressing Bhagavan as Gadadara, Gadapani. Tvatpadair angita bhati. Tvatpadair angita bhati. Because of you, the imprints of your holy feet, bhati. It is like, ornaments, jewels for Mother Earth. Swalakshana vilakshitai. It cannot be duplicated. It is Swalakshana vilakshita. It is clearly distinct. Yava, Vajra, Kusha, Rekas are very, very clearly distinct on this earth when you walk down. And that is why the Mother Earth is so beautiful, so fertile. Tvatpadairangita bhati swalakshana vilakshitaihi ime janapadas sruddhaha supakvaushada virudaha vanadrinadyutanvanto edante tava vikshitaihi. What is the reason for the rivers? Vane, Adri, Nadi, Udanvanta. She is telling four things. Vana means all the forests. Adri means mountains. Nadi means rivers. Udanvata. Then all the oceans. Everything is complete. The forests, lot of forests on the mountains. Even the forest on the earth is growing and it gives us lot of rains, lot of fruits, lot of vegetables. Vanadrina Dyutan Banto Hedante Tava Vichitaihi. Mother Earth, because of your Kataksha, your very, very affectionate, graceful Kataksham, Mother Earth is so happy. That is why she is brimming with happiness. Ime Janapada Sruddhaha Supakvausha Virudaha. Then lot of these trees are having lot of fruits and all the medicinal herbs. Everything is available on this earth. What is the secret behind the fertility of this earth? Is your graceful look, your Kataksham, your Karunya Kataksham. Vanadrina Yudan Banto Edante Tava Vikshitaihi. For the reason for this is Tava Vikshitaihi. Your very, very attractive look. Ata Vishvesha Vishwatman Vishwamurte Swakeshu me Snega Pasha Imam Chindi Dridam Pandushu Vrishnishu. Then Kunti says, Snega Pasha Imam Chindi. Krishna, if you want to really bless me, you do one thing. Ata Vishvesha Vishwatman Vishwamurte Swakeshu me. She is addressing Krishna with the three names. Vishvesa, he is the Isha for this world. Vishwatman, he is inside every creature, Vishwamurte is the form of this universe. All the three are Krishna only. Vishvesha, Vishwatmanne, Vishwamurte, Swakeshume, Snegapasam imam chindi, Dridam, Pandushu, Vrishnishu. I have my attachment towards my sons Pandu and Vrishnishu, the clan in which I was born. So a lady has two attachments. One is the house where she was born, and then the house to which she is married to, her husband and sons. So Kunti says, you cut both my attachments. Then Krishna was smiling. Krishna did not say anything. Krishna was thinking to himself, if you cut your affection towards Arjuna or Yudhishthira, what is the purpose of this life? Then Vrishnishu, Vrishni, I am a Vrishni. So if you cut your bonding to Vrishni, then the love for Krishna will also cut. So Krishna did not grant this boon to. Krishna was smiling. But she was telling the meaning of this shloka is that the mind has to be not to be attached to relationships and other things. Mind has to focus into Krishna Bhakti. That is why she is telling Ata Vishvesha Vishwatman Vishwamurte Swakeshu me Snegapasam imam chindi Dridam Pandushu Vrishnishu Vaimenan Yavishaya Matir Madhubate Sakrate Rati Mudvagada Dadda Gangeva Gamudanvati Vaime Ananya Vishaya. My mind should not go into any other thing. Matihi Madhupate Asakatu. My mind has to continuously come to you only, like a river Ganga flowing into ocean. Ratim Uddhavagada Datta Gangeva Gamudan. My mind should not get into any other thing. My mind has to always think about you, Krishna. Sri Krishna, Krishna Saga, Vrishni Rishava, Avanidrugrajanya Vamsadagana, Anabavarta Virya, Govinda, Bodhvijasura, Tigaravatara, Yogeshwara, Kidaguru, Bhagavan Namaste. Kunti is completing this stuti with a prayer. The prayer is Toimenan Yavishaya Madir Madhupate Asakrite. Krishna is called Madhupati. Whatever Krishna is doing, his glances, his walking, his words, his smile, his touch, everything is Madhu. Madhu is Madhupati. So, Toimenan Yavishaya Madir Madhupate Asakrite. So, my mind has to come to you Asakrite. Asakrite means consistently, incessantly. Snegapasam, Tvayimenanya Vishaya. My mind should not go anything other than you. Ananya Vishaya, Matihi, Madhupate, Asakrite. Madhupate is Sambodhana. She is addressing Krishna as Madhupate, Asakrite. Without any discontinuity, my mind has to focus on you. Ratim Udvagada Datta. I have to develop a love towards you. Ratim Udvagada Datta Gange Mugamudanvati. Like the Ganga is flowing into the river is flowing into the ocean. It flows continuously. And finally, what happened? Ganga merges into ocean and Ganga loses her identity. Like that, when I have an identity as Kunti, and that identity should be slowly erased by thoughts of Krishna. So I have to lose my mind and me, mine, that these two things I have to erase. My ego I have to erase. And slowly I have to come and merge with you as a river merges into the ocean and loses its identity. So Krishna is a Paramatma, Jivatma has to merge. So she is telling Ratim Udvagada Datta Gange Vaugam Udanvati. Then the last sloka, Sri Krishna, Krishna Saka. Sri Krishna, Krishna means the one who is attracting everybody. He is the soul of everybody. Krishna Saka. Arjuna is also called Krishna. If you say Krishna, then it is Draupadi's Krishna. Feminine gender. Vyasa is also called as Krishna. Krishna. Sri Krishna, Krishna Saka, You are the friend of Arjuna. Vrishni Rishabha. You are the Rishabha. Rishabha means the supermost. Vrishni Rishabha. Avanidruk Rajanya Vamshadagana. Avanidruk Rajanya Vamshadagana. There are kings like Duryodhana, Jarasandha who are holding this earth people for ransom and they are making them cry. And they are like the bamboo in a forest. They are all together. Suppose a bamboo sticks, when they touch each other and there is a wildfire, and then the bamboo, that particular set, it gets fired. Like that, Avanidruk Rajanya Vamshadagana. You are here to burn those kings who are really troubling this world. Anapavargavirya, and your powers, your virya has no end. You are the supreme Bhagavan. Govinda. Anyone who says Govinda, you are there to protect them. Anyone who's come to your holy feet, you handle them like you are handling the cows. Govinda, Go, Dvija, Surarti Haravatara. Go means cows. Dvija means Brahmins. Sura means Devas. These three things are very, very important in our Vedas. These three people in this world, they make connection. This Pashu, this is cow and Brahmanas. Pashu gives the materials for Homa, all the yajnas, and then the Brahmins, the Dvijas, the Brahmanas, does the Homa. They make the connection to Devas. So this is a cycle. And by this, Krishna becomes happy. So they have to be protected. Who are all to be protected? Go, Dvija, Sura, Arti Haravata. Their pains, Arti means their dukkha, their pain has to be Haravatara. Because Hiranyakashipu or Ravana or Kamsa, they are all born to trouble Go, Dvija, Sura. They troubled the cows, they troubled the people who are doing homas, the Brahmins, and then they troubled the Devas. Ultimately, they troubled the Devas. So these three things, it makes the connection. Godvijay, Surartiharavatara, Yogeshwara, Akila Guru. You are the Yogeshwara and also Akila Guru. You are the Guru, Atma Guru for everybody. You are with everybody and give the knowledge to everybody. The knowledge about yourself. It is not about the worldly knowledge. It is the knowledge about your own self. Yogeshwara, Akila Guru, Bhagavan Namaste. Then she is surrendering. You are the Bhagavan. I am surrendering. Namaste. I do namaskaram to you. Like that, she finishes. Bhagavan accepts her prayer and then Mandam Jagasa Vaikunto Mohayanniva Mayaya. Bhagavan did not reply to Kunti. Bhagavan just smiled, gave a mandahasa to his own aunt, and then Bhagavan stayed in Indraprastha only after this. With this, I conclude the Kuntu Stuti. I have been doing for a few weeks now. So today we could complete this. Now Ramya ji will read it out. This Stuti would be read out. I really don't know whether somebody is recording this session. The organizers are supposed to record this, but it is the fact that nobody is recording it today. Somebody agreed to record, but I don't see that anybody is recording. Anyway, having accepted, we will do the recording. I am recording it on my phone, and my wife will now read the Kunti Stuti. She will read from beginning to end, and then it will get recorded. Sai Ram, Radhe Krishna. Gopika Jeevana Smaranam Govinda Govinda.